A spider wrapped its silk tightly around the faucet, sealing it shut, all because the dripping water drip 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 was keeping him awake at night, severely affecting his sleep quality. But the peace didn't last long. Soon, the dripping returned. Even worse, the drops began to fall faster and faster. The spider watched nervously. In the next second, the web could no longer withstand the weight of the water droplets. Even his silk was washed down the drain. The drip drip sound echoed in his ears again. He was furious. So, he chose to crawl inside the faucet himself to block the water outlet. But the powerful water pressure made him shiver all over. Eventually, he reached his physical limit and was flushed out by the water. At that moment, he suddenly saw a sponge. Immediately, he came up with an idea. He forcefully pushed the sponge into the sink, enduring the thunderous dripping sounds as he waited beside the sink. Once the sponge was full of water, he tied it up tightly with his silk. Then, using all his strength, he pulled it up, aimed at the faucet, and threw it in. Afterward, the spider quickly climbed down to check. To his surprise, the annoying dripping sound had actually disappeared. But before he could fall asleep, another maddening noise reached his ears. From the wall, the tick-tock of the clock continued relentlessly. The sound magnified 1,000-fold in the spider's ears. He couldn't take it anymore. He had no choice but to go off in search of a new home. But as soon as he stepped out the door, a torrential rain began to fall. The spider shivered from the cold. After what seemed like forever, the rain finally cleared. But because of what he'd been through inside the faucet, he had caught a chill, and now, he was sneezing non-stop.